Hi, good morning, everyone. Giuliano, you are first. Well done. Good morning. Look, Simone isn't here yet. Hi, Diana. Good morning. How are you? It's Friday morning. It's almost the weekend. Hi, guys. How are you? How are you both this morning? Good morning, Elena. Good morning. How are you all today? Before we get started, Denise, good girl, welcome back. Hi. Hi, Lucia. You're good. You're fine. Well done. That's good. Are you bored at home or are you busy? I'm very well, thank you, Elena. Yes, I'm very well. Every day is the same, so we can't really say it's the weekend tomorrow because tomorrow is the same as today. We're all at home. Let's see who joins us. Who else joins us this morning? Yes, we're always at home, keeping busy, cleaning the house, working in the garden, playing with the children. It's a great time to play board games. Board games like Cluedo, Monopoly. You can play them with all the family and they're great fun. So, as you can see, this morning we are going to do a focus activity, asking questions. Okay, looking at how we ask questions in English. There is a little trick that we can use to ask questions in the present simple. And I will show you that little trick. We will look at question words and we will do some exercises together to practice asking questions. Okay, I'm going to go on to the first slide. So here, as I said, all these question marks above the girl's head. She is full of questions. So we're going to look, as I said, at question words, asking questions, and this is the little trick that I'd said, okay? It's called the QuaSI trick, okay? And I will show you what the QuASI means. I will show you what it stands for and how we use it to make questions. Let's see, has anybody else joined us? Terry, good morning. Welcome back. Welcome back. I hope you're well. We're doing a fantastic focus activity this morning where we look at asking questions. And I told the guys that we're going to learn a little trick that we use to help us make questions in the present simple. Okay, let's go to the first slide. Okay, guys, here we have 6 questions, but the words are out of order. Okay, so the idea is that we must put the words in the right order. Now, let's look at the first one. Books, kind, what, like, you, of, do. Okay, let's see. Oh, good morning, Hidai. Good morning, Barbara. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us again. No sign of Simone. Giuliano, where's Simone today? Okay, let's see who can put the first sentence in order. This one here. Who can put it in order for me? We're going to do this page first, and then after, I will show you the trick. No, I need my glasses. I can't see without the glasses. Allora, good girl, Kedai. Okay, so, oh, Barbara, you're making pizzas with your daughters? Fantastic. Very good. Okay, so let's look at Kedai's answer. Letizia, hi. Thank you for joining me. Guys, Letizia is one of my students and she lives down the road and she's fantastic at English. She's very, very good. I've been teaching Letizia for a long time and she's a great student. So let's look at Kedai's answer. She wrote, what do you like kind of books? It's almost correct. Can somebody else try to correct it? What do you think? It's almost correct. You see this one here. For people who have just joined us, we're putting this question in order. We're putting the words in order. So, can somebody else try? Oh, Simone, you're here. Good boy. Thank you for coming back. Denise, well done. It's that. What kind of books do you like? Okay. What kind of books do you like? Well done, Denise. Okay, let's go and look at number 2. Number 2 is admire. Who, you, family, your, do, in. We have lots of words in this one. Let's see who can put them in the right order. Who can do it? This is a more complicated one, maybe. Admire, who, you, family, your, do, in. Denise, who do you admire in your family? Kedai, who do you admire in your family? Well done. Well done, that's perfect. Exactly. Who do you admire in your family? Excellent. Okay, number 3, do work when they. Okay, this one is easier. We have 4 words, so it's easy to put these in order. Very good. Well done, Denise. You're very fast this morning. When do they work? Well done. Number 4. What about number 4? Very good, Kedai. Kedai, I have a question for you. Is your first name Kedai or is your first name she? When do they work, Diana? Yes, almost right, Giuliano. When do they work? Oh, goodness, Denise is skipping ahead to number 4. Where does he do his homework? Excellent. Really good. Where does he do his homework? Well done, Denise. You are very good at asking questions already. Ah, Fabio, it's you. Ah, now I know who you are, my friend Fabio. Oh, now I know who you are. Okay, very good, Fabio. Thank you. Well done, Giuliano. Where does he do his homework? Okay, let's do number 5. You turn on the how do TV. How do you turn on the TV? Denise, you are flying it today. Good girl. Well done. Excellent. Okay. The last one then. Study why do. No, study why we do English. A very important question to ask and to answer. Why do we study English? Very good, Simone. Well done. Good morning, Mateo. Hi. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. We're doing a focus activity about asking questions. Well done, Fabio. Why do we study English? This is a question that maybe we can answer. Look at this word, answer. Note the pronunciation. Answer, okay? The W is silent. Okay. Why don't we ask that question? I'm asking you, why do you study English? Before we go to the next slide, can you tell me why do you study English? I'm going to drink my tea while you come up with some answers. Well, there are lots of reasons why we study English. What do you think? Nobody can give me an answer? Barbara, good girl, you're coming back with the answer to number 4. Good girl. When do they work? Mateo studies English. Oh, right. Yes, I remember. You're going to Prague. Very good. Yes, yes. You're going to Prague next year. Next year, okay, without the S. I study English to go to Prague or because I am going to Prague next year. That's right, I remember. Because Simone says English is I'm going to interpret your answer. I think you are saying because English is an important language all over the world, maybe? Denise says because I can speak with other people when I travel. Perfect. Perfect answer, Denise. Well done. Okay, and Elena says there are several reasons to study English. All of them are good reasons. Studying any language is a good way to spend time. Maybe this is an opportunity to study another language. Okay, you can study English, Elena says, for personal enrichment. Yes, exactly. To feel good, to learn new things. And we study English as well because we don't just study the language, but we study and learn about cultures of other countries. Okay, very good. Let's go on to the next slide. And also Elena says you can study English for business reasons, of course. Oh, here we go. These are the answers that you have all done so well. Okay, now let's see, before we go to the next slide, we must answer this question at the bottom of the screen. Can you name the question words? Can you name the question words? Okay, you can see in the slide a few of these. Look, what, who, when, etc., etc. Who can put a comment in the comments field with all the question words they can think of? Let's see. Simone, Giuliano, Fabio, the race is on. It's a very good idea to have a little race when we do these exercises. But it's also very important for you guys to join every focus activity that you can, okay? Until we go back to school very soon, we hope. Please continue to join in on all the focus activities. Okay, Simone and Fabio and Giuliano, you don't know what I mean? You don't understand? Remember yesterday? You had a race, una gara, yes? To write all the answers. I want you to write all the question words. For example, okay, maybe I wasn't clear. I want you to write all the question words. Who, what, when, where, why. Oh, there we go. Denise, very good. What, who, when, where, how, why. Very good, Denise. Thank you, Elena. Can you think of other question words? For example, when you have to choose, decide between two things. You can really fancy, Giuliano, I'm not sure I understand. Susanna, hi. Which? Good girl, Denise. Exactly. Which? What do you do, Susanna? That's a very good question. That's an important question that we ask when we want to know the job, when we want to know what work people do. If you want to know what someone's job is, you say, what do you do? Oh, Barbara, don't worry. Don't worry. You can follow the lesson as you wish. Don't worry. You're on your phone. Okay, I hope it works okay. Don't worry. Okay, so we have got question words like where, when, who. Simone, that's a great question. Who do you sleep? I presume you mean sleep. No, not slip. Slip means to fall, okay? To fall, to slip. If you walk on the path and it is icy, there is ice on the path, then you can slip on the ice. But sleep, S-L-E-E-P, is to sleep. Oh, Barbara, the situation is difficult with your job. I understand. I understand. I really do. Yes, exactly, Simone. Sleep. S-L-E-E-P. Okay, so we have other question expressions as well. Okay, so we see who, what, when, where, etc. But we can also say what time. What time? Okay, we can say how often. I'm going to put these into the comments field. Okay. And we can also say something like, what kind of film or book? Okay. So we have question words and question expressions. In the first question here on this slide, you can see a question expression, no? What kind of books? Okay. And they all go at the start of your questions. Okay. What time, Fabio? Exactly. Good man. Very good. Okay. So let's go on to the next question. Not the next question, the next slide. Okay, here we look at the question words and what we use them for. Okay, for example, who, when do we use who? For what type of questions do we use who? Do we use who when we are speaking about things or when we are speaking about people? Good, well done. Simone was the first in. People, 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 people. Good. Simone, Giuliano, Denise, and everybody, well done. People, we use who when we want to ask a question about people. Very good. We use what, the second one. We use what when we want, yes, you're very quick, Simone. You are very quick. You answered quickly and you are very quick. Well done. Denise, well done. Yes, we use what for things. Use what for things. Good. Where? Where? Where is my phone? Where is my cup of tea? Oh, here it is. Well done. Barbara, good, yes. How old? How old is a question expression that I didn't add? Well done. Denise, places, good. Yes, place, P-L-A-C-E. Where is for places and situations. Very good. How much? Barbara, well done. Yes, how much is the question words that we use when we want to speak about the quantity of uncountable nouns. Yes? And how many for countable nouns. We did these on the other focus activity on a couple of days ago, I think. Guys, you're jumping ahead. Very good. When is for time? Well done. Who said that first? Giuliano, well done. Okay, when is for time? Where is for place? And when is for time? Excuse me. Why? Well, when do we use the question word why? Okay. Who is going to impress me with the answer for this one? Yes, we use why in a question, but what type of question? We use who for people. We use what for things, when for time, where for places, and why for... Will I tell you? It's a little bit more difficult. I will show you. Reason, okay? A reason. The reason why you do something. Motivo, okay? We use why. Good girl, Elena. We use why, excuse me, to know the reason. Excellent. Okay, which? Which? When do we use which? The question word which. Good boys. Giuliano, yes, a number. It's like when we have to select. Very good. Yes, that's right, Denise. When we have to choose, okay? Choose is the verb, and here, choice. Choice is the noun, okay? When we choose between 2, 3, 4 things, okay? We must select, okay? We have which. Very good. We have which for choice. Now, just something small here. We can also use what for choice. Okay? We can use which and what for choice. We use what for choice when we have a lot of options to choose from. For example, I say, what is your favorite color? Because there are a lot of colors to choose from. Yeah? I don't say, which is your favorite color? Okay? I could say like this with my green pen and my purple pen, which is your favorite color? Because there are 2 choices. But if you ask in general, and there are a lot of options, we can use what. Okay. Very good, Barbara. Thank you. Exactly. Where is for place and when is for time. Okay. How? What do we use the question word how for? What do we use the question word how for? This is another one that I know you know. Okay, yes, I know you know when to use it, but this word is, it's like the one for why. Not time, Giuliano. I'll show you, okay? Condition, all right? The condition, yeah, very good, Terry, the condition. So if I use the question word how, exactly. Oh, we've got a question coming in from Mateo. Can I also use where for speaking about a cinema seat or any expression for this word? Oh, yes, you can. Exactly, Mateo. If you are in the cinema and you can't find your seat, you can use where. Yes, where is my seat? Okay, or where can I find my seat? Yes, you can. I hope that answers your question. So how, guys, is for condition, okay? How are you? How was the lesson yesterday? Okay. Okay, good, good. Now, the last question word here, which is a combination of 2 words, how often? This word often, you will hear it pronounced often and often. This little word here. Both are correct. I don't know what I say. I think I say often. Maybe I say both. I'm not sure. Frequency. Very good, Susanna. Exactly. We use how often for frequency. Okay? Because, excuse me, in the present simple, when we use the present simple to speak about actions that happen on a regular basis, okay? Routine actions. So, very good, yeah, Lucia, exactly. When we ask a question with how often, we usually answer with an adverb of frequency, okay? And the adverbs of frequency are little words that we always use with the present simple. Often, always, usually, okay? Very good. Frequency. Okay. I think I will move on if there are no more questions on this one. Let's go to slide number 5. Okay, so remember at the start of the lesson, I said there was a little trick to help you form questions in the present simple and the past simple. For now, let's talk just about the present simple. So it's called the QuaSI trick, okay? Why is it called the QuaSI trick? Let's have a look. So when you form questions in the present simple, we have the QU, which stands for the question word. We have the A, which stands for the auxiliary verb. We have the S, which stands for the subject. And we have the I, which stands for the infinitive verb. Okay, so when we are speaking about questions in the present simple, the auxiliary verb is, it can be do or does. Okay, so the question words are all the question words that we saw in the slide 2 minutes ago. When, where, what, why, etc. Do or does are the auxiliary verbs. And then we have the subject. So he, she, I, Fabio, Giuliano, Lucia. Okay? And then the verb, the infinitive of the verb, the base verb. Okay. Let's look at a few examples so you can see what I mean. For example, why? Question word. Do, auxiliary. We, subject. Study, infinitive. And the rest of the sentence. Why do we study English? Let's look at another one. When, question word, does, auxiliary, the movie, subject, start, base verb. Okay? And another example. No, not another example. So we have 2 examples. Just look at this here. Remember, do is the auxiliary for I, you, we, and they. All right? When the subject is the third person singular, so like the movie, Giovanni, my brother, okay? We use does as the auxiliary verb. So you must be careful when you ask questions to put does for the third person singular. All right? Now, let's look at what they're asking us here. Oops. Okay. It says choose a verb, follow the pattern, the QuaSI pattern, and ask some questions. Okay, so we have eat, sleep, work, study, play, go. We can use these verbs or you can use other verbs. Okay? So I want you please to write a question in the comments field, okay? Using this system, the QuaSI trick. Question word, auxiliary, subject, infinitive. Okay, let's see who is first with the questions. Okay, I'm looking now at your comments. What is your name, Giuliano? What is your name? Barbara, how is for condition. Giuliano, when do you go to sleep? Perfect. When do you go to sleep? Very good. We have the question word, auxiliary, subject. I go to sleep early. How often, good boy, Mateo, how often do you play video games? Okay, very good. How often do you play video games? You know, Mateo, you can leave out, you can remove at week. It's not correct, okay? So how often do you play video games? Perfect, just like this, okay? Giuliano, what you could say as well is, what time do you go to sleep? Okay, or what time do you go to bed? You know, Mateo, you could also say, how often do you play video games every week? Maybe, okay? But you don't need to say every week. How often do you play video games is perfect. Okay, any other questions? Okay, good. You got it, Mateo. Well done. So, I'm going to drink my tea, even though it's probably cold by now. A little bit. Okay, come on, guys. Some more questions. You can use another verb, okay? Here we've got eat, sleep, work, study, play, go. But you can choose another verb, okay? Diana, Fabio, Simone, where have you disappeared to? Okay, Juliana, you got it. Good. Well, some more questions like where? Oh, here we go. Good, Giuliano. How often do you work? Excellent. How often do you attend your English lessons, Elena? Excellent question. Very good. You must attend your English lessons and your online focus activities every day, okay? How often do you work? Well done. Yes. Or where do you work? How often do you study English? Thank you, Teresa. And why do you leave the lesson, Matteo? Has somebody left the lesson? Who has left the lesson? Why do you drink? Oh, very good. Why do you drink tea? Good question, Susanna. Okay, so I would say, why do you drink tea? So you don't put the, okay? I drink tea because I love tea. I drink a lot of tea every day. How often do you play football? Good, very good, Lucia. How often do you play football? Me personally, I never play football. Football is not my thing. Video games either. I am not very good at playing video games. In fact, I am very bad. I think we must use other verbs. Sure. Oh, right. Okay, Mateo. Yes, I was thinking. Okay, very good. I understand. Yes, you were thinking that we should use other verbs. Yes, yes. Good idea. I understand now. Sometimes this one-way communication is difficult because there are miscommunications and misinterpretations. What do you do in your home? Good question, Fabio. What do? I clean, I cook, I tidy up, I work, and when I can, I relax. Barbara, when do you return to? You know, it's better to say, when do you return to work? Okay. Good, Giuliano. Good. It's why is Simone asleep? Barbara, yes, that is a good question. We don't know the answer to your question. I don't know when I go back to work. What do I cook, Fabio? Oh, I cook fantastic food. I'm a wonderful cook. Maybe we could do a cooking lesson. I cook lots of things. I cook easy dinners. I don't like complicated things to cook. I think Simone is asleep, Giuliano. So you can say, look, why is Simone asleep? Asleep. Why is Simone asleep? Okay, a cooking lesson would be nice, Terry, but I'm going to let somebody else do that. I can do a very easy cooking lesson, like how to make bread, something like that. It would be very messy. There would be white flour everywhere. So, there's something that I thought of. Okay, why is Simone asleep? So, and what time do you sleep? That's a good question. I go to bed early, Fabio. I hope you go to bed early too. But look at Giuliano's question. Why is Simone asleep? Okay, so here you see the structure of the question is different. It's not the QuaSI trick, right? Because the QuaSI trick we use for all the other verbs except for to be and modal verbs. Modal verbs like can, will, okay, must, modal verbs and the verb to be do not use this QuaSI trick. That when you ask a question with the verb to be, you do the simple version. Yeah? Okay, we don't use an auxiliary. We just invert the verb and the subject. Okay, so let's see. Asleep. Okay, Fabio, asleep is like adjective. Okay, to sleep is the verb. To sleep is this is the verb. Okay, or we can say to fall asleep. To fall asleep is another verb, and it means addormentarsi. Okay, to fall asleep. And then to be asleep means when you are asleep, when you are sleeping. Okay, it is a state. Okay, it is a state. You are asleep when you are not awake. Awake means you are awake. You are not asleep. Okay, I hope that explains. Now, let's look at the next slide, okay? Now, here we must make questions with singular nouns, all right? So look, we've got the movie. The movie is our subject, so the auxiliary here is does, okay? The subjects in all of these questions is the third person singular. So we use does as the auxiliary, not do, except for one question. One question is a little different, okay? One question Oh no, actually, ignore me. Ignore me. Okay, scrap that. Let's just do it. Okay, the first question. Who wants to form the question here? This one. Where your teacher live? What is the question? Well, what's the first question, guys? Where your teacher live? We must use the QuASI trick, okay? Where is our question word? Then we put the auxiliary, and then we put the subject, your teacher, and then we put the base verb, the infinitive verb at the end. Fabio, good. Well done. Susanna, you too. Allora, Susanna, 1 second. Look at Fabio's question. Where does your teacher live? Okay, this is the correct answer, correct question. Where does your teacher live? In your question, you have where is your teacher live? Okay, so remember the auxiliary in the QuASI questions is does or do, okay? Not is. Here we must put does or do. Where does your teacher live? Good. Where does your teacher live? I live in Quarata. I do indeed. Okay, Suzanne, that's you got it. Good girl. You got it. You got it means you understand. Well done. Okay, look at this one. How often John speak on the phone? Let's see who can write the question first in the comments field for this one. How often John speak on the phone? Well, come on, guys. How often? Oh, here we go. Mateo. How often does John speak on the phone? Very good. How often does John speak on the phone? Hello, no, look, Mateo, it was right. Huh? How often does John speak? Okay, because remember, we put the infinitive verb. How often does John speak? We put the infinitive verb. We don't put the S because it's third person, okay? We have the does, okay? So Fabio says, how often does, yes, that's perfect. Well done, Fabio. How often does John speak on the phone? Lucia, you too. You got it. How does? Okay, Mateo, good. All right. Yeah, you got it. So we put the infinitive verb. When we use the QuASI trick, always the verb is infinitive. What changes is the subject and the auxiliary, do, does. Okay, next one. What music and like? Okay. Very good, exactly, Mateo. Yeah, with the it's already there in the auxiliary. Does brings it to the third person. Okay, so we don't need the S on the verb. at the end of the question. Exactly. So the next one, what music Anne like? Fabio, what music does Anne like? Excellent. Very good. Well done. All right. And the next one then, where the race finish. The race is like the competition, like the competition that you guys do to give me all the answers. What music does Anna like? Good girl, Lucia. Where does the race finish? Good girl, Barbara. Where does your teacher live? Well done. Exactly. Good boy, Fabio. Well done. Okay, and the last one. Why rain in the spring? Why rain in the spring? It rains a lot in the spring. Why does? Okay, almost perfect, Fabio. Look at your question. Something is missing. Why does? Okay, again, Susanna. Okay, Elena. Guys, Fabio and Susanna, look at Elena's answer. Why does it rain in the spring? Okay, remember, we've got the question word and the subject, the auxiliary, and then the subject. Okay, so we must put it for when, why does it rain? And then Barbara, how often does John speak on the phone? Good girl, Barbara, exactly, well done. Well done, well done. Okay, guys, you've done a fantastic job making those questions. You're obviously very good. Let's go on to, oh, here we go. It gives us all the answers. Okay, why does it rain? We need the subject with it, with rain, okay? All right, let's go on to this particular slide. Let me have a little think. I might do some, I think I might skip slide 7 and we're going to go to slide 8. All right. Slide 8, we're talking about hobbies. All right. Hobbies. So, for example, playing basketball, playing football, doing Pilates, reading, photography. We all have lots of different hobbies. So, what I want you to do is to write questions about your hobby or my hobbies or anyone's hobbies. Okay? I want you to write questions with what, why, when, where, who, and how often. So, for example, if the hobby is playing basketball, yeah? How often do you play basketball? Okay. Who? Listen to this. When we have a question with who and we want to ask con, okay, with, the preposition with always goes at the end of the question. So it's different to Italian where we say con chi. We say in English, who do you play basketball with? Okay, with is at the end of the sentence, at the end of the question. All right, guys. Let's see. Over to you. Over to you. Think of a hobby, your hobby, or any hobby, any pastime. Pastime is another way to say hobby. Well, come on. Fabio, you're not sure what to do. Okay. But with this with rule, no, Mateo, just with the question word who, okay? Who, with the preposition, it goes at the end, okay? Also with question words like what, oh, now I need to think of an example. I can't think of an example with what. Okay, good question, Elena. What do you like to do in your free time? Anyway, Mateo, the with preposition goes at the end of the questions, okay? Giuliano, your hobby is cooking? Oh, cooking with the ing. Your hobby is cooking. Maybe you can do a cooking lesson. Okay, you can start a YouTube channel and do cooking lessons. Okay, Giuliano, I have a question for you. What do you cook? That's a good question, Terry. What do you make pizza with? Thank you, Terry. Oh, thank you. I couldn't think of an example with what and with at the end of the question. You saved me. So yes, you see, Mateo, you see Teresa's question. What do you make pizza with? So it goes at the end of the question, yes. We make pizza with flour, water, yeast. Yeast is lievito. Yeast. Oh, you make pizza and cakes. Wow, Giuliano, you're fantastic. Fabio, you don't believe him? I am very impressed, Giuliano. I didn't know that you cooked. I didn't know that you were a good cook. So you are very good at asking questions and you are very good at cooking. Well done. Okay, guys. You know, I am going to put an exercise PDF up, okay? We have a couple of minutes left. I'm going to change the screen and put up an exercise page that later on we will email to you guys, all right? It's an exercise PDF where you can practice your words, okay? I will show you now, and then later on we will email this to you, okay? I'm going to remove this screen, so 1 second, please. And application window, here we go. Okay, you see? So this is what we can send you. So it's multiple choice, and you pick the correct question word from here, okay? You pick the correct question word, all right? To practice your questions, all right? We've got all the different question words here. How old, how often, what, where, who, okay? They're all here. How much, how many, remember how much with uncountable nouns, how many with countable nouns. All right, guys, so you can practice your question formation with this. Okay, let's see, Barbara, you have a couple of questions. What do you like to play sport? Okay, Barbara, you know, it would be better to say, what sport do you like to play? Or what sport do you like to do? Okay. Mateo as a quick question. Yes, but that question is what, not with who. I understand that the rule I can use when the question word starts. Okay, no, it's not only with who, it's also with what. Also with other question words. Okay, Mateo? Like Teresa's question. Okay, Teresa's question was, what do you make pizza with? Okay, so the question word was what, and with the preposition was at the end of the question. Okay, does that make sense? Okay, I hope that helps. All right, guys, listen, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed the focus activity this morning, and I hope I will see you at the next focus activity, which will be very soon. Okay, thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend. Okay, bye.